Hi everyone. So I uploaded an idea for concrete homes, and because I create these concrete statues, not these in particular, and I buy them from the rubbermoldman.com, the rubbermoldman.com. Let's Maybe I'm not spelling it right. What's going on with this? The internet works. Oh, just rubbermoldman.com, not the rubbermoldman.com. Anyway, so you go on here and you can buy your uh, your rubber latex things to make these statues here. And I recently bought, I think it was this one. I bought a bird bath one. Anyway, so I was thinking, see, there's a bunch of them. So, and it's pretty much like these, like the benches. What I'm trying to get at in this video or get through to everyone with this video is what if, see, because the wood bench top only is 200, the legs are 200. If we go to like benches, like say for sale, but we have to go to concrete benches for sale. See this one right here, it looks really nice. It's $600 if you round up. This one is 600. This one solid piece of like a rectangle bench, 1,000, basically 400, and so on and so forth. So this one here is like 500, and these are not even styled. See, like this one here, it has more of a style to it. It's $600. Like, watch. Let's go to like alienated. I think I spelled that wrong, but like alienated benches, concrete for sale. So like alienated benches. So this is a great example right here. And I was watching this like these concrete homes that people make, and see this right here. This is $1,000 for this bench. You know, and basically what I'm trying to get at is what if we were able to go online and buy like cardboard boxes, like a cardboard box type of idea, but it won't be the cardboard. It will be like a mold of whatever it is that you want to buy, and instead of transporting all this weight, because I'm sure it's gonna weigh a lot of pounds and stuff like that. Um, so when you get it, basically all you would do is fill it with the concrete, like we would basically do with the rubber mold man idea molds. So we go to the home page, we kind of see examples, I think, of them pouring it. If not, you could always go online, and especially like on YouTube, there's a bunch of ideas on how to pour the concrete like this. See that? They're pouring the concrete right there just very quickly. So say you have your mold and all you do is pour the concrete in it, and you have yourself that cool bench that that you want, but at a fraction of the price, and it will be easier transportation and stuff like that. Like even these styled ones here, this frog one, they want like $3,000 for it basically. This turtle one, 3,000. And I'm not knocking the price on these at all. I'm not trying to talk down on any of these ideas, but I believe that if more of like a cardboard design or some type of material like a plastic that we could fill in at home, then it would be pretty cool. And basically it would have to be recycled materials or some type of plastic, like a plastic lion statue for sale. See these plastic. See right here. This is a lion sculpture for sale, modern sculpture artist. And look at how cool this looks. So imagine if you were able to buy this. They want I don't know how much they want for it. They don't specify the price. Or they're not specifying the price on these. But you guys get the idea, because we go to the rubber mold man and we go to the order, and I buy a lot of stuff from this guy. But if we go to the shop and then we go to lions, right here, lions. See these lions here, but they're different though, because this is a duplication of the same mold, as opposed to buying a plastic mold that's finished and adding the weight to it so no one would rob it, or it'll be difficult for someone to steal or whatever because of the weight or whatever. But and I guess it's the same thing with see, if you go to the shop, there's also planters. So you can go to the planter section, and it's the same thing. Here, they want $200 for this. If you go to like Home Depot or Lowe's, planters, Lowe's. See, like this one right here, they want $39 for it. See, so imagine buying something like this and then filling it with concrete or porcelain cement or something. See, look at this one, $225. When you could just buy the like a plastic container like this for even $30 or something, and then just filling it with concrete. And it really brings the value of the homes up and all that as well. Like look at this styled one. Imagine having something like that and just pouring concrete in it so no one could take it. It won't be easily tipped over. And I basically, if you go to invent or don't invent on Facebook and go to the photo section and then see all, I have this one right here, concrete cardboard lights for commercial and or residential use. Basically, it's talking about the same idea. So now, like, if you're a company or something like that, you don't have to make these in your company and then ship them and have to deal with all the weight and shipping costs. Basically, they'll just buy the mold and then they'll just fill it in themselves at home without having to carry, all the weight from one location to another location. And that's all the images I uploaded for that. Basically, all I wrote here was concrete cardboard lights for commercial and residential use. The cardboard with the electrical outlets can be sold. When someone buys it, they will only be required to choose a spot to place it and pour the concrete separately. For longer lasting lights and at an affordable price, different or various sizes can be sold. Many designers can be creative and produce their own styles. Another business opportunity without all the tools and other stuff that other companies have to deal with. So this is minimizing the business cost to run it and stuff like that. The shipping will also cost less as the package will weigh less. The bulbs can also be purchased separately to minimize the cost or not, depending on the companies. Blah 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 blah. See, we could get more creative as far as I heard them, and we could get more creative as far as the style and the complexity of these molds and how they're created. See, like this chair right here. See all this detail. This fancy looking chair, and then you could just buy like some cushions for it or whatever. See? So of course, doing something like this out of concrete would weigh a lot. It would be super, super expensive.
Quieres within a new car. I know about it.
So like even like this concrete, they want this concrete chair. They want $8,000 for it. See that? So just imagine having that the mold to pour the concrete into. See that? See how beautiful that looks? And I have the same kind of concept in mind with the concrete homes. And I wrote just today for preliminary trials, this can be tested to construct strong, durable storage sheds with the housing mold for the concrete pour in on a much smaller scale. So this will be assuming that you don't have the blueprints and the codes or the approval of the city or your city's rules and regulations of constructing a home, but you wanted to go a little bit on a smaller scale of constructing something that will last a long time, that won't break easily, that type of thing. Right here they want $10,000 for this. And if you have the mold, basically you just have four legs, and then this flat thing with an empty space in the center, and you could just put that on top, and you're done. The bags of cement are like $3 or $4 each for like 80 pounds. It doesn't take much to mix it. So if these molds were sold, look how beautiful. Look at the masterpiece, the end result that you will have for the fraction of this crazy, ridiculous price. And you can have a lot of them. You could manufacture a bunch around your property or whatever. So, yeah, or some people that could afford them, you could just go buy them here. But kind of like, I think the best example for this would be like the honey bear bottle. This thing here. See how it's empty? And then they just fill it with honey? That's kind of like the concept. But with this concrete stuff. But I don't know if you would want to remove the plastic, outside thing or not. I guess that would depend on the buyer. But a lot of stuff can be, made, and different designs can be made and sold. So yeah, even like this here. I mean, you're gonna spend like $100 on this, probably more. And it's a two-piece thing, so the plastic is strong enough. it could definitely hold that concrete and provide some good products or whatever, or items to people all over the world. Rubber. You can do your own research. Go to rubber molds for concrete, and there's a bunch of stuff. Like this one, I bought this one, this stepping turtle from Amazon. These planters are super cool. Imagine being able to buy this mold, but on a larger scale. And honestly, once you have the concrete, it's like, like concrete stairs or something. It's gonna stay there forever. So it'll be worth the money that you invest in and put into, because like the ones that like Home Depot and all that, Lowe's, Planters, these at Home Depot and Lowe's, they'll eventually break. They'll eventually deteriorate. Watch. That's a blue ceramic planter, and if you go to, if you, I'm not really going to talk about that particular planter, but you go to ceramic planters that are aged, then you can definitely see like how bad and like you can see like how it's not such a great investment, but it's not aged and broken. See, they can break. It's not the best investment. Long term. So if these things are like a pretty good size, thick plastic or something, then they'll last a long time. See, and they're starting to sell a lot of stuff out there for homes and stuff like that. Even like outside things like this, because if you buy a say plastic container like a water bottle, and all you have to do is pour the concrete, and you have something like this, the end result looks like this. After 5-10 years, that plastic is going to deteriorate, and what you're going to get left with is something like this. And you could probably get you know, like a knife or razor and cut it out. Cut the plastic off almost immediately if you wanted to. So it doesn't necessarily have to be. Oh, look at this Disney Mickey Mouse head. Actually, I was flagging traffic control, and in one of my videos, it's not this one. This one is Francisco Contreras. Videos. Oh yeah, and then I came up with this one here. It's basically like a tree-shaped heart. It looks like a heart. But I was thinking that this would be great for Disney. Like this is definitely a Disney idea. You know, for their Disney parks, amusement parks, and all that. But yeah. See, even these can be made. Like imagine something like this, say for 10, 20 bucks, and then all you have to do is fill it in with concrete. So you put it wherever you want. See, because people are doing this type of idea. They're buying paving stones, and then they're gluing them together with like silicone. You know, and that's how I kind of got all these ideas, because you could get more detail. You could add way more detail with, you know, with the 3D molds and stuff like that. More creative ideas. Look at this one. These right here look really nice. So for a mold like this, it'll probably run you like 20 bucks. And then once you pour the concrete in it, it'll be easily, you know, something that would have cost like $100 or even 80, or you know, something like that, around that price or whatever. Look at this one. So there's definitely a lot of styles, and people have different styles and taste. There's different designs. You know what I mean? So, you know, it'll basically be up to the person, the shopper. Look at all these complicated designs here. So it'll definitely, this would definitely create like new jobs, and designers would get paid. Bunch of things. Look at these right here. This would be complicated to duplicate, but with the plastic stuff, and you just pour in the concrete, it'll be simple. Not just that, but there's like commercial ones that are like commercial planters. Commercial planters that are super big. And once these things are laid down, you know, it would require like machinery to pick these suckers up, like these right here. See that? So imagine you have your house, um, designer, like garden, path, and benches or something like that. So, now you have something permanent like this. So you pick your spot wherever you want it, and it'll be light like cardboard. And then you just pour the concrete. Once you pour that sucker in, there's no moving it. This one as well. See that with the little fire pit? This here can cost under $500. And the value of the home will go drastically up. Look at these right here. See these big balls? These fairs? The same concept. And of course, this is not something that's easy. Of course, it's going to require work. Look at these right here. This capsule bench, gray, sunpan. Like even homemade objects can be made. Look at this right here. So it's definitely I think it could be a very lucrative business, honestly. And all you would have to do is sell the cardboard molds as a company or whatever. And there's a job for everyone. The concrete companies benefit, the homeowners benefit. You get to introduce some live plants in your home, your garden, your pathways, your living spaces, whatever. You could even create like little fire pits like this. Like, look at this. You can make this into a fire pit. So the possibilities are really endless when it comes to this stuff. Look at this big bear. That thing would be a lot of money. Look, it even has a water fountain going through it. So it's kind of like this idea that I have over here with electrical lights. Well, except with electrical lights, you could have a water fountain type of thing. See? And I know I already shared these images. But see, anything is possible. You could paint them afterwards, or they could already be painted, and then all you do is add concrete so it could add some weight to it, and so they could last a long time. I mean, talking about years, decades. No one's messing with them. Yep, literally. Decades. Street signs like nothing. Whatever you could think of. Like, really, like, store front signs, concrete. See that? So a company can make the plastic mold, ship it to you. You just put it down wherever you want it and pour the concrete, and then bam, you have yourself a sign for, you know, a fraction of the cost that other professional companies, you know, quote unquote professional companies, end quote, would cost or would charge. I mean, like this one is simple, straightforward. Look at this. See, this like more complicated design here, like more of a, you know, cool look to it. I love these ideas because the possibilities are really endless. You could do big old letters. Hell yeah. Anyways. Oh, look at it. I got some more. See this? These have lights. Remember the lights? The lights. And all you do is pour the concrete. Right? It's the same thing. Look at that. Look at this one. I like these cut ones because I actually created one for, you know, highway specialty code, and I put it in my page in United States asphalt. It's just a random page that I made or whatever. And I believe that I posted something in here or on here about like a sign, but it was more for like a table sign. Oh yeah, right here. See, so see this here is like a block, like a wall, and this could be hollowed out, just like this, like these right here. See how it's hollowed out? It's cut out. So it could be the same concept here. And basically, this highway specialty code, they sell signs and cones and stuff like that. So this could actually, and you know, practically be a storefront sign, and it catches your attention. You know, it's has a pretty cool, you know, finish to it or whatever. But this one, obviously, I did with UDoodle, the app, and I added some color in there. I just dropped some color in there. So and it catches the detail very, very well. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff on here, like pool, concrete, so like let's go to 3D. ideas. I don't know. See, like, look at this bench. Like, I know I can't build something like this. It would really take like a complicated mold to do that. This can be a planter. Look at this planter. I mean, this looks straightforward. You know, like anyone can make it. Look at this one. It's like a tipped over box. These planters here. See that? More complicated stuff that, and you can't even buy these at Home Depot or Lowe's, you know? Like something big like this, it's more custom. So that's the awesome, you know, thing about all this. But I'm gonna end this video honestly because my brother's coming.